Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today is the 8th of May, in the year 2026, and it is a beautiful Friday. Alright, I should mention that I am introducing the trending article from the archives today. I am your host, just a laid-back guy transcribing YouTubers as if I am talking to myself in an empty room. Sometimes I wonder if the microphone is even on, but that is just part of the fun atmosphere here. Before we dive into the deep end, let me tell you a joke. Why did we submarine blush when it held the ocean? Because the seaweed saw the ocean bottom. Moving on. The title is Here in the Ocean Bio-inspired Gammatone CNN framework for robust underwater acoustic target classification. The coral is Tapsivor KBS 26-54839. But do not worry because I am going to explain it all to you in detail. So let us talk about the big problem this paper is trying to solve. Our oceans are incredibly noisy places. And I am not just talking about whale songs or splashing fish. As global maritime traffic keeps growing, the underwater world is flooded with non-stationary signals. The subtle mechanical sounds of vessel propulsion systems, like a ship engine rhythmic firming, are constantly being masked by biological noise, seismic activity, and high-energy ambient interference. Monitoring this underwater acoustic environment was just for science nerds, but now it is a critical requirement for national security, maritime sovereignty, and ecological preservation. If we cannot accurately identify what is making noise down there, we face tangible risks like undetected exploitation of protected economic zones or unrecognized intrusions into sovereign waters. The main bottleneck for underwater acoustic target recognition, or what they call aquature, is not the classification algorithms themselves. The problem is how we represent the signal in the first place. Traditional signal processing techniques use methods that completely fail to account for the unique physics of underwater sound. For instance, the short-time Fourier transform is the standard for audio processing on land, but it uses linear frequency spacing. This is fundamentally mismatched with how underwater sound propagation works, especially when trying to catch those low-frequency engine harmonics. Then you have null-frequency, Strahl coefficients, which are great for thin and speech recognition because they mimic human vowelization, but they overcompress the low-frequency range. Vessel-radiated noise hides its most important clues right there in the low frequencies, so speech tools just do not cut it. And while continuous wavelet transforms offer better resolution, they require massive computational resources, which makes them useless for real-time deployment on small hardware. This is where the researchers bring in a totally bio-inspired solution. They looked at how mammalian hearing works, specifically the cochlea in the ear, and applied those principles to ocean monitoring. They created a bio-inspired signal processing framework using their Gammatone filter bank. This filter bank eliminates the cochlear non-linear frequency selectivity. Instead of treating all frequencies equally, they distribute the filters according to the equivalent rectangular bandwidth scale. The subscale provides high spectral density right where we need it, down in the low frequency regime. This allows the system to resolve the fundamental engine frequencies and low-order harmonics that are normally drowned out by ocean noise. It is literally like giving our underwater microphones a pair of super evolved biological ears. It's the sound is filtered. They extract the instantaneous temporal envelope using a Hilbert transform, which isolates the energy fluctuations. They apply logarithmic dynamic range compression and manage the extreme loud and quiet sounds of the ocean, turning this data into what they call a logarithm. This logarithm is then fed into a lightweight convolutional neural network. Instead of building a massive, power-hungry network, they use large receptive fields in initial layers. These large kernels integrate spectral information over a broad temporal context, allowing the network to see continuous harmonic ridges as unified structural features, undergoing random motion point noise. When they compared this new technology to the baselines, the results were absolutely staggering. The proposed framework achieved a classification accuracy of 98.41% on the benchmark dataset. This outperformed the continuous wavelet transform baseline by 3.5, and it beat the null frequency Abstract coefficients approached by a massive 7.7%. Even better, it achieved this with an inference latency of only 0.77 milliseconds on a good graphics card, and it uses only 1.7 million parameters. That means it has a tiny memory footprint of just under 20 megabytes. Unlike those heavy complex deep learning models that require massive computer servers, this bio-inspired model is lightweight and blazingly fast. Now let us talk about how this technology can be applied to everyday life in the real world. I'll give you 3 specific application examples based on the content of this paper. This technology is an absolute game-changer for autonomous underwater vehicles used in border patrol and national security. Right now, deploying continuous surveillance requires massive power and storage. Because this Gammatone CNN framework is so lightweight and runs with incredibly low inference latency, it can be installed directly onto battery-powered sonar buoys or small autonomous drones. These drones can quietly patrol sovereign waters or protected economic zones for months at a time. They can process the acoustic data on the edge, meaning right there on the device, and instantly classify whether an approaching sound is just a harmless cargo ship or an unauthorized intrusion by a submarine. This keeps borders secure without needing humans staring at sonar screens all day. Second, this technology can have a massive impact on ecological preservation and protecting marine biodiversity. We know that acoustic pollution from large maritime vessels interferes with marine life, especially species like whales and dolphins that rely on sound to navigate and communicate. By deploying smart listening stations equipped with this bio-inspired algorithm, environmental agencies can automatically monitor and categorize maritime traffic in sensitive marine sanctuaries. If a noisy passenger ship or tanker enters a restricted breeding ground, the system can instantly identify the vessel type with over 98% accuracy and alert the authorities. It filters out the biological noise naturally, so it never mistakes a whale song for a ship engine. This helps enforce noise regulations and ultimately saves marine ecosystems from permanent damage. We can apply this to smart harbor traffic management logistics. Major commercial ports are chaotic, with tugboats, tankers, and cargo ships constantly moving around in high noise conditions. By placing these lightweight acoustic sensors around the harbor entrance, port authorities can track exactly what types of vessels are coming and going, even in zero visibility conditions like heavy fog or massive storms where cameras fail. The algorithm is highly sensitive to the low-frequency firming with heavy engines. It achieved near-perfect detection recall for tankers and passenger ships in the study. This means the harbor control system can automatically update shipping schedules, dispatch tugboats to assist incoming tankers, and prevent catastrophic collisions in crowded waters, all by simply listening to unique mechanical heartbeat of every single ship. It is fascinating how looking at nature can solve our most complex engineering problems by copying the mammalian ear. We are making the ocean safer and more secure. Thank you for tuning to today's deep dive. I hope you found this archival paper as interesting as I did.